I remember as a young teen growing up in Bath, North Carolina, we had a dog and his name was Kane. Kane was a child. He was white with big, he had a big dirty body that was always dirty fur, because he loved to run in the yard and chase anybody out the yard and chase the school buses and chase the cars up and down the road. My dad was definitely in love with him. He caught anybody kicking him or swearing at him for chasing me in the car. "Don't you touch my dog." He absolutely loved him. One day a car came by and he was speeding, and all of a sudden we made an abrupt stop. And Kane ran in the back of the car, and that was it. Well, my daddy didn't like abuse of animals then, and I can guarantee you he don't like it now. Which brings me to one subject that I would like to talk about, which is animal rights. Animal rights is the idea of some or all non-human animals entitled to the possession of their own lives and that their basic needs are being met. Well, you could say, well, I don't like animals. Could be true. I can't stand animals. Well, we suggest that you not even try to even own an animal. Animals' rights went all the way back to 1966. Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Animal Welfare Act to regulate the sale, the transport, and handling of cats and dogs for animal research. Did you know in some states they test perfume products on animals and different things like that for allergic reaction? Well, that wouldn't be right to do, but they still do it right now, today. Peter Singer, an animal librarian, wrote a book on basic principle of equality of cats and dogs and of such other animals. According to the humanesociety.org, the most common animals at 64.5% with abuse of such are dogs, 18% for cats, and 25% for other animals. There's a whole lot of animal activists out there that are so concerned about the abuse, the treatment, the neglect of animals. How about in 1977, Animal Aid is a British organization that campaigns against abuse for animals. How about in 1954, the Humane Society of the United States of America went for animal protection? And what about Speak in 2003 that would end the treatment for animal experiments? And then our most famous, that celebrities endorse and all different people know, that has over 3 billion people that just are engaged in this. How about PETA? P-E-T-A. Well, PETA is against farming, cruelty, clothing, train, labs, and entertainment and different things like that. Some people would say, oh, I don't eat animals. Well, how about China and Indonesia and Korea and Mexico and the Philippines and Vietnam? Today they eat dog as a delicacy. They eat it at their dinner table for worship purposes. They sell it on the roadside for income. That's just what they do. Not that it's right. Would you do it? I wouldn't do it. Well, most of us say, well, I want an animal, but I don't want him to do this, and I don't want him to do that. And where can I find the perfect animal? There is no perfect animal. But in case you are looking for something, how about go to your local animal shelter? Greenville, North Carolina has an animal shelter with dogs and cats. They are totally against killing animals. These animals are spayed and neutered, and they're looking for warm, cozy, friendly people like yourself. People that want to have companion with animals or compassion, or shall I say. Treat a dog and an animal the same way you would if that was your dog that you paid for. Well, not really paid for, but don't get a dog just for fighting purposes or just for things that just doesn't make sense. If you don't think that you can handle an animal or can't afford to feed it, take it to your local shelter. There's someone that's always there that would like to have an animal. Animals are being used to assist the blind, to assist law enforcement, and to just about do anything. Animal rights. You should learn it, get to know them, and just be grateful that even they need protection. Thank you.